So I got a question on YouTube. I guess it was a kind of question, but somebody was saying that they were confused because they read my book Love Fat, and I actually can't remember what they were saying they're confused about, but basically in Love Fat, like what I do in that book is I outline how I went through about during my eating disorder, I went through every single diet in the world, and fucked around with exercise, fucked around with trying to reduce exercise. It was a complete shit show. That was the truth about my recovery. Love Fat is not a recovery guide. Love Fat is the shit show that my recovery was. I didn't write it as a recovery guide, and that's kind of the point, is that I did recovery 100% alone. I didn't have anybody telling me, you should eat without restriction. In fact, I had plenty of people telling me quite the opposite, doctors and things like that. I didn't have anybody telling me you should go cold turkey and exercise. I worked all that shit out on my own. And the way that I worked all that shit out was by years of completely fucking it up. And so, Love Fat is not a recovery guide. I think I've said that a lot. Love Fat is my fucked up experience of moving through different variations of restrictive eating. And I think that you've got to understand that if you read Love Fat. The recovery guide that I wrote after working through my own recovery and after working with hundreds of other people in recovery, that's the recovery guide. That's when I actually sort of started to work out, this is how you do this shit. That's Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover. And then also Neuro Rewiring for Eating Disorder Recovery comes after that. And then, what's the other one? Fear of Weight Gain. I think Fear of Weight Gain actually can be standalone, The Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover one is sort of extra to, the Neuro Rewiring for Eating Disorder Recovery one is sort of extra to Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover. I do think you probably need to read Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover before you read that one. It's sort of like more on neuro rewiring, more in depth on neuro rewiring. The Fear of Weight Gain one, I do actually think is quite important for anybody who's in recovery to read. In fact, anybody who not just has an eating disorder, but sort of disordered eating and stuff like that. And then the other one is called How Not to Let an Eating Disorder Ruin Your Pregnancy. And that is just obviously for people who are pregnant or thinking about it. But anyway, long story short, Love Fat is not a recovery guide. It was basically me working it out. And Rehabilitate, Rewire, Recover is a recovery guide. That is the one that you want to read. And sort of that's where it all gets a lot clearer. And Love Fat really is more about me, I guess, complaining about our fucked up culture as well, which I do a lot, don't I? But it's because it's really fucked up. So that's why I complain about it all the time. All right, I hope that makes things clearer.